asked a lot of good questions.
Really smart questions, and clearly questions that indicated that they are studying, that they are looking at the keto lifestyle, how it's going to work for them, the practical questions. This is just not light interest. This is something
no.
they really want to do,
I think-
and I'm excited about that.
I think they're very serious.
Yeah.
They really
But we are more successful with people who have decided to make a commitment to their lives as opposed to diet and lose.
Exactly.
Yeah, because otherwise you kind of feel like a salesperson, like they're trying to like sell them like the latest vacuum cleaner.
We know that's not going to work.
Yeah.
Right? I think we have learned so far that the people who are destined to be successful have already realized and agreed that their problem is that they have not prioritized themselves.
Yeah,
I think
and
we
so
know
many
that.
people do.
For the people who have realized that they have put themselves last, that's where their problem has started. And we are showing a light on that.
And maybe now they're ready to make a commitment to
themselves.
themselves.
To themselves, right? That's the big difference here.
It's not to your friends, to your family, to your
We're
coworkers,
used
or
to
anybody
putting-
else.
And certainly not to us.
No.
Certainly not to us.
No.
The people that we're coaching that, in quotes, fall off the wagon. I hate that language because there is no wagon. But anyway, they say that. I noticed that they are like sheepish about talking to us because they feel like they've failed us.
They're guilty. They feel guilty.
They haven't failed anybody except the fact that their commitment wavered to themselves, and we can fix that.
So they feel that as if they've let themselves down.
But no harm, no
I
foul.
think everybody has to realize everybody has an off day.
Of course.
But I think for some, it's happened time and time again. So
Of
they
course.
lose confidence.
But here's the key, and we've all learned this, right? So you make a mistake or you get over emotional, you kind of blow it, right? Okay, I ate half a loaf of bread. For me, it could have been a whole loaf of bread. But anyway, there's two ways of handling that, right? You can say, oh, that was not good. I don't feel well, and I don't want to ever do that again, right? You could say that and say, okay, that's that day.
That's in the past.
I'm done with that. I've learned that lesson, and whatever happened, so a bad day at work, fight with your husband, you crashed the car. I mean, whatever happened, a lot of things you could plan for. You can, if you know that there's stressful moments that you should have a fat bomb ready for, or you should have a snack ready for, or something, you can plan around that and prevent the disaster.
Absolutely,
you don't have to harm yourself.
No.
Harming yourself doesn't make it better.
Well, but the natural tendency is to basically attack yourself.
Right. So rather than do that, what we want to make sure people realize is that it's not about self-discipline. It's not about self-control.
No.
It is about planning.
Mm-hmm.
It's knowing yourself, realizing what you need, and putting it in place for yourself, which we will help. So, all right. So what we want to do is level set with you all about what's going to happen this weekend and how you can really leverage it and really enjoy the process. We hope really enjoy the process. We definitely will. We definitely will. So, Jess, you have the list of the sessions that are going to happen on Saturday. Can you just give us the high-level topics? Okay. I want to level set and say all of the topics, the 13 that Jessica has and the 12 that Phil has, those are all questions. These are the most popular questions. If somebody goes onto Google to do a search on keto, these are the things that they ask, right? So, Jessica, if you could just go over the top 13 for Saturday.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And by the way, congratulations on starting your keto journey. You're going to love it.
Absolutely.
I just wanted to say that, so, you get a little bit of ease. Okay, so here are the ones that we're going to be covering this weekend. Ba-dum-bum. Okay, so our first one is how to rock your bootcamp weekend. Okay, understanding keto, the ins, the outs, the fun, the science. Which keto? There's lazy, dirty, clean, and what we like to call social media keto.
It's its own special breed. We'll talk about that.
Yes. All right. And keto basics. How the heck do you start or restart for real?
We've all thought that.
Yep.
So.
Okay. And the cheating, binging, craving, and other nightmares. Hate to prep, hate to cook, or just have no time. Zip yum 15-minute magic. And if you saw my picture from on Facebook, you will see a lot of the recipes that we're going to talk about in this module. How to avoid loose skin, how to enjoy life on keto, and this includes all major stressful social events, holidays, parties, office parties in particular, etc. Dealing with life outside keto, everyday challenges, the real secret to success with keto. Hint, not food, not exercise, and not water. What it is, you will have to wait for that module. Keto horrors, keto flu, and other avoidable messes.
Avoidable.
Avoidable.
Bold it,
The operative.
underline. Avoidable. Okay, go ahead.
Big word. Okay. And finally, keto metrics and macros.
So that is a wealth of information, and we will cover all of it. Every one of the modules is going to be recorded, and we're going to post it on the website. We're going to post it on YouTube. So if you miss something or you forget something, you want to play it back again, you can. Okay? Phil, what's in store for Sunday?
Okay, so the second full day is full of all sorts of interesting information. And the first module is, has this ever happened to you? How to stay positive in a non-keto world. The next one is, and this is a big one, triggers and pain points, recognizing and overcoming.
We want interactivity there. We want what your triggers are so that we can talk about those. We know what ours are.
We know that's a big topic.
Yes.
Yes.
Deflecting the haters, that's another one, without spiraling down. What is the single biggest difference between keto superheroes and keto lifestyle and any other weight loss plan? So what distinguishes our approach from all the others that are out there?
We have a feeling you already know, but we're going to specify.
We're going to tell you.
Yes.
Next is planning and shopping. What are your must-have products?
That's a big question. We get asked pretty much every day.
Yeah.
What do I need to buy? I don't know what to buy. So we'll tell you exactly and where to get them.
Okay. Next, and this is a key component of your overall program, exercise as a challenge, pleasure, exploration of yourself, and fun. Yes, exercise can be fun. It's possible.
It's a 3-letter word, not a 4-letter word.
I know,
Right.
it's a crazy thought, but still, you can do it.
Hey, when you were kids, the thing you probably loved to do was run around, right?
Mhm.
Most kids want to run around. We just forget that. We forget that moving around is fun.
Right.
We're not talking about going to a gym. We're talking
Right.
about other fun things. We'll talk.
Remember, we used to play games in the street.
Sure.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Hydration. Now, this is a critical one, and a lot of people don't think about that very much. And for keto to work, you have to be adequately hydrated.
Absolutely so.
Next, optimizing sleep and minimizing stress. Getting enough sleep, trying to limit stress. I realize it's a very stressful world out there, and
But we have to deal with that.
we all have to deal with that.
Right. And so, hint, 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 all the people who reach out and say, hey, I'm on a plateau. What the heck is happening here? I'm following all my macros. Those things that Phil just mentioned, those are usually the problem. So
Yeah.
we will point out how you can know if you happen to hit a plateau, how to get off of it.
Okay, dealing with mixed food families. You can please everybody. There may be members of your family that are interested in keto, others are not, and are not likely to be. So,
They don't have to be.
but they
It's
can all
fine.
live together happily.
That's right.
But here's the thing that you have to remember is that everybody has a guilty pleasure dessert. So you
Absolutely.
can lure them to keto using that.
Right.
Absolutely.
And I will get to that actually. Next is stopping the madness. How to remove yo-yo dieting from your life forever. So getting off the dieting train, getting on the keto train, and staying on it
Forever.
for the rest of your life.
Think about never starting another diet on another Monday, on another birthday, on another January 1st. Never, ever, ever again. Wouldn't that be delightful? That's what we hope for you.
Never having to have that stress of wondering, are those jeans going to fit me?
Yeah.
Are they not going to fit me?
Exactly.
Right.
Body confidence.
Next is Zen Yum, food as magic meditation. And the other side of that is Zip Yum, which we'll also be discussing, is foods, delicious keto foods you can make in 15 minutes or less. But this is more about using cooking as I guess as a relaxation technique.
Almost like a therapy.
Like
So
a therapy.
For me, like kneading bread or making noodles or something, to me that's relaxing and fun. I put some good music on and I'm good. Other people would rather kill themselves than spend an hour in the
Right.
kitchen. So we have things for everybody. Whatever you are, whoever you are, wherever you're starting, we've got you.
Yeah, I've had that harmonious effect when I made those strawberry muffins. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was very
It's like
nice.
Prozac's, fabulous.
Yes.
Right. Next is tips and tricks. Handy ways of making daily keto life a breeze. So the point is that keto is not an extension of your life. It's an integral part of your life. And that the two are symbiotic, if you will.
Assimilation is really important, right? Starting to think in terms of your lifestyle is really important because it removes the stress from your life. So you don't think, oh no, I'm on a diet and Christmas is coming. Everything's going to be ruined now because Christmas is coming. It's thinking, oh yay, Christmas is coming and I can deal with it and I can make something fabulous and enormously wonderful. And even people that aren't on this lifestyle will love everything. They will want all of your stuff.
Right. And just think of it as a new opportunity to try something new, to make something different.
That's right.
Well, it's not really different. It's a keto version of something you love.
Exactly. You can have all your favorites. And the main thing is it's about joy. So we don't believe that this keto lifestyle is really about food or water or sleep or moving your body around. All those things are part of it. But really what it is learning to love yourself. It's self-love. And the way you love yourself is you plan out your life to make you happy. I know, what a concept. Your life should be happy. So things like the food and dealing with people who may not be positive about you, figuring out how to get those things to work for you and actually smile about it. Don't be stressed. That's our goal. You actually can do this. We know you can, and we'll show you.
This is just the food and exercise version of that song, This Is Me.
That's
from The
right.
Showman, okay? You are just loving yourself, you're enjoying yourself, and anybody who does not appreciate that, don't
We
worry
just
about them.
dismiss that. We work our way around it, and we don't let it stop us. And we'll show you how to do that. It's not one of those things easier said than done. Actually, it's easy. It's
It is.
easy to do. You
It
just
is.
have to figure it out.
It's just that we have trained ourselves that if you're not miserable, then something's wrong.
So instead of expecting misery and deprivation and all of that, expect joy. Expect looking forward. I look forward to my meals like never before. It's a whole new adventure. And I walk away from them feeling not guilty. And then when I step on the scale, whenever that is, it shows that I'm allowed to eat all those nice things. And that's kind of where we want to put you.
Yep. And
So.
we sometimes look up recipes like, oh, I remember this chocolate cake from when I was a kid. I wonder if there's a keto version of that. You
And
know?
away we go.
And there
And away
probably
we
is.
go.
And
There
away we
probably
go.
is.
What else do we have in store?
And the last one, and we touched upon this earlier, is living your keto bliss. What are your guilty pleasures? So everything that you enjoyed eating, say, growing up, that you say to yourself, I can't eat it now. Well, you actually can. And
Right.
there's usually a keto version of some dessert or cake, pop, whatever it is, whatever.
Right, remember this morning we were talking about keto fake Reese's peanut butter cups.
Right.
Remember we
Yeah.
talked about that, and people were so thrilled at the idea that they could have that ready waiting for them when they got home, just in case, stressful day.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of, you're not supposed to snack between meals.
Right.
It's okay. You can snack between meals. It's not even a snack. It's a little meal.
Right.
Because, for example, that Reese's peanut butter fake fat bomb is made with dark chocolate with keto sugar. It's got peanut butter in it. It's fat, so it's really great. It's giving you a boost of fat. It will smooth out your emotion. It will smooth out your hunger. It's a perfect thing to do. You just have to have it
Right.
ready.
Right.
And they take like 7 minutes to make. So
Right. But just
Don't
keep in mind that we're talking about having one, not 5 or 10.
it's impossible.
But then you may not.
I am the classic binger, at least I was. And the thing is, these foods are so rich
And
and
filling.
so delicious that really you feel satisfied really fast.
Right.
And so you will learn that. You will see that.
You remember that in your pre-keto days, you could eat a whole bag of something.
A whole pizza. I could eat a whole
A
pizza.
whole bag of chips, a
Yes.
whole bag of cookies, because they don't
They don't have the fat content.
They don't have the fat content.
That's what it is.
They're all carbs. It's burned very quickly.
Right. Sugar shoots up with the bag
drops
of cookies.
down.
Right?
You're hungry again, and you're searching for something else to eat.
So it didn't do what you wanted.
No,
right?
I didn't do what you wanted.
Right. So you eat one fat bomb, maybe two. This is a great big punch of fat. Your body goes, oh, thank God, that was so delicious. You'll see, it's really hard to go past that.
And you realize, I don't need anything else. I'm good. I can wait until dinner or
That's how most people start to get in, right?
The next meal.
Right. Yeah. Most people get into intermittent fasting. The people we're working with fall into it naturally. We don't even suggest it. They're like, I had my bullet coffee in the morning. I'm really not hungry for lunch. Do I have to eat? No. You don't. Right?
People would say that, it'll come 3 or 4 o'clock. I
have to have a bagel.
I had to have something sweet, or I have to have something really carby, like a bread, bagel, something.
Well,
and then they realize that 3 or 4 o'clock comes and they're not interested in it.
Yeah.
Or if they are, they have something like, it could be a fat bomb, or it doesn't have to be chocolate. Fat bombs come in all flavors. There's cheeses, and there's keto crackers, which are just amazing. And then there's cheese crisp. There's all sorts of things that you could have. Nuts. A lot of people like nuts or olives.
Yeah.
These are really heavy fat things. They are so satisfying that by the time it gets to be dinner time, you're still not that hungry. You can eat your dinner, but you're like not starving. Plus,
if you know that you're going to be handling a difficult, stressful situation, like when I have to go to class, I know I'm going to be stressed out. So I have a fat bomb or some pistachios or some pecans, and that's good until I have dinner.
Right. And some people, again, looking back on it, realize that, yes, I always had a snack at a certain time of the day. Mm-hmm. It may not have been because you were really hungry. It's more out of habit.
Not physically hungry.
Not physically hungry.
Emotionally hungry.
Yeah.
But you weren't actually, your stomach wasn't empty.
And it's fine. So everywhere else in the world, people will say to you, okay, but you're not supposed to eat between meals and all that nonsense. But what we're saying is, if that's what you need, and that's what makes you feel happy and feel good, let's just build it into your plan. That's all. Let's just build it in so you can always have those things. You will find at the end of the day, I find that I haven't really eaten enough calories. Like I'm looking at my little food plan and going, oh no,
you're under.
I need a fat bomb because it's way low. And you don't want to be too low. We don't count calories, but you don't want to eat so little that your body thinks that you're starving. But it could happen if you eat something. So we want to make sure you're keeping track.
It's actually a nice position to be in. Say, oh, now I have to eat something.
Oh my goodness. Italian gelato. Oh, how will I face the sacrifice?
I know.
So
it's so terrible.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what the boot camp is going to cover. Day 1, there's 2 sessions. You can pick morning or afternoon. Mm-hmm. We say morning and afternoon because we're in Pacific time. But if you happen to be in Eastern Standard Time or Mountain Time, just make the adjustment, and you've got 2 different options, so you should be able to fit it in. We have people coming from Australia and France and the United
England,
States and Canada, and it's really cool, and we're excited about it, but they're all coming at different times of day, so that's fine. You can also, all of the modules are a half an hour, so you can kind of tell where these are going to fall in throughout the day, and you've got invitations. You should have invitations on your calendars. Mm-hmm. So that's that. Then the other thing is, so to optimize, you want to pull down the food plan, go to www.ketosuperheroes.net and pull down the free food plan, because we do talk about it a lot. Yeah. And then secondly, sign up for free coaching. It really is free. There are no strings. There is no commitment to us at all. Just to yourself.
Right. And you can go online, schedule it for a time that's convenient for you.
In your time zone.
In your time zone. And we're happy to talk with you about whatever your challenges are, whatever if you're just starting out on keto, or even if you're experiencing keto.
Exactly. Because we think this is the secret sauce. Really, your success is going to be based on you saying that you're worth it. And we are going to keep reminding you how worth it is, right? You are worth it. But the most important thing is you need some support.
Mhm.
Life is tough. Trying to change into a new way of living is difficult sometimes. It's a little challenging. You're not sure which way to go. Let us be your Sherpas. We are Sherpas. So if you know what Sherpas do, right? They take people over big, scary, like Himalayas mountain ranges. The reason that they do that so successfully is, first of all, they're really passionate about it. They love the Himalayas. We love keto. So we are very passionate.
Right.
Secondly, they know the path. They never take anyone over the path that they haven't been on a million times.
Right.
They know where the holes are. They know where you can't step close to the edge. They know where there could be like a mountain lion. They know all these things. And they warn you and they save you and they protect you, and we will do that. They also tell you what to pack.
Right, because
Right.
You don't just wake up one day and say, I'm going to climb Mount Everest.
Exactly. You
And
need to know what food and
Right.
water and oxygen, all
Yeah.
these things. So we will help you pack for your journey.
Mhm.
And then if you slip and fall, we'll be standing right there and we'll
Yeah.
help you back up.
Exactly.
So that's
So you
why
won't
we're
be alone.
Sherpas.
You won't be alone.
Yeah,
Right.
because remember, you're not going to go from pee-wee baseball to the majors.
That's
in one
right.
step.
Not in
That's
one
right.
step, although you could get there.
It's
Just
possible.
practice. The other thing we want to mention is that because we are passionate about it, we are not judgmental at all.
No.
There is no criticism here. You people are much more critical of yourselves than we would ever be, because we've all made these mistakes,
Honestly,
right?
the first 10 minutes when we're talking to one of our people is that we're telling them it's okay. You don't have to know
And
everything.
We know you don't, right?
And we'll be, in one of the modules, we'll be talking about the different types of keto. And we're not going to tell you, well, you can't do this type of keto or that type of keto.
It's up to you, and
It's
we
up
just
to
want to
you.
make sure you're healthy and happy.
And you have all the information. And
Exactly.
you make an informed decision.
So, and we are all guilty here, and pretty much everyone that we're coaching are all guilty of these things that we are embarrassed that we did.
Oh,
I have eaten a whole pie, like a blueberry pie, by myself.
I
right?
ate a whole pizza by myself just to get the free
Absolutely.
T-shirt. Okay?
I have in times of despair, I have bought huge submarine sandwiches, like that should be for 5 people, and just try to eat the whole thing, made myself sick. I've also dieted very dangerously, extremely dangerously, and ended up almost in the hospital. I don't want any of that for you either. I got 120 pounds heavier, not from eating healthy and not from doing the right things, but I'm doing them now. And the point is, so can you. So any age, I don't care how much you have to lose, 10 pounds, 110 pounds, I don't care, whatever it is. Ultimately, we would love you to be a Sherpa too.
Yep.
Yes. We would love
And-
you to be a keto superhero.
You already are, actually.
already
A
are,
superhero
actually,
you
yes.
are, but a
Yes, but
Sherpa, we can teach you to be.
Yes,
Right.
but we want you to inspire others down this path.
We want to emphasize too that we're not selling anything.
No.
This is not a sales pitch. We're not pushing particular products or supplements.
We are not affiliated with
We're not-
anybody.
No.
This is really just, we have the joy and privilege of living a whole new life. Literally a whole new life. And we want you to do the
We
same.
want to spread the word.
That's right.
And we think this can help a lot of people. So
There
that
is
is
an
what we're
agenda.
doing.
Let me just be clear. There is an agenda. We have a thought here. If we make enough people healthy and fit, they're going to be very positive. They're also going to be having a lot more extra time in their life, because you don't realize how much time you have spent dieting, gaining weight back, gaining weight back. Like, you've spent a good portion probably of your life. I know I have. If I had taken that time and put it to good use, like volunteering or going, well, I can't go back to school. I have enough degrees. But let's say you want to go back to school, any of those big things that you never had time for, you realize the time that you're not spending starting a million dieting things again, it is time, right?
And also you're feeling better about yourself.
Yeah.
So maybe you're be willing to help others.
Exactly. Your relationships with others immediately improve when your relationship with yourself improves.
That's true.
It's absolutely
It
true.
is true.
Right? You no longer look to other people to make you happy. You make yourself happy. and you're a better person for it. And so the world will be a better place for it.
And once you have that positive self-image of yourself, you will not attach yourself to people that you realize later were quite toxic for you.
There you go.
Well, you learn. Another thing too is that there are those out there that want to tell you keto is dangerous, keto is not sustainable. There's a lot of misinformation out there.
Well, if you do it the way you hear about on social media, it could kill you. So there's one. I read one this morning. I heard that for the first 4 weeks of keto, you should only eat meat and cheese.
Oh, I saw that one. I couldn't answer it without
I nearly
rolling my
passed
eyes.
out.
Yeah.
So I immediately started typing back, no, don't do that. That's horrible. First of all, you will end up in the hospital with an intestinal blockage. You should never do that. So this is what I'm saying. That stuff, you could go to the hospital. It might not be sustainable if you're not doing it right.
Now, there are those that say, well, to me, keto is bacon and cheese all day, every day.
3 times a day.
3 times a day.
Right?
And that is one approach. But you have to realize that there are certain risks associated with that.
Well, that is not sustainable. We're going to talk about the differences between all the different ketos, and we need you to make a judgment for yourself. Who are you? What makes you happy? And you will decide that. Okay?
And also another important thing to remember is that there are many things that you can do that are keto that may not be quite healthy for you, like drinking Coke Zero, for example.
Exactly. That's a very good example. So drinking sodas that even if they're diet sodas, you need to understand if you take that drink and you pour it on your car, it will take the paint off. So if it will take the paint off your car, what do you think it does for your internal organs? Think it's good? Probably not, I'm thinking. And I know there's addictions to that, but it's not good for you.
And this is not about promoting certain products and not promoting others.
No, we're just making an observation for the things that people are telling us. Right? So we are always, we're going to look at your best interests, and we're not going to say this product over that product.
No.
We're going to say what is best for you. What makes you feel better, right?
Part of the coaching process is we're going to provide all this information for you on a kind of a grander scale. But when we talk to you one-on-one, then we can actually tailor the plan to meet your needs.
Exactly. So if this will help for you to have a good food plan, which we have tested, we know it's working for people. We have a ton of success stories. If you need a friend on the journey, if you need a Sherpa to give you some guidance and to be there when you're successful, and if you're not successful, we will be there to help you over that rough period.
That hurdle.
And the boot camps, we're going to be doing boot camps every month. They're not going to be all the same topics. Some of the same will repeat, and other ones will do new topics. And actually, all of you are providing us with new topics that we're going to cover. We have new blogs up on the website that you can read and download. We are going to open an interactive blog site so that you guys can post to each other. And all of these things are built around your successful journey. So with that, I think we're going to say we can't wait for you to join us this weekend. There is going to be too much crazy stuff. Just too much crazy stuff going on.
And just, this is meant to be interactive. Just so you know, it's not just us lecturing. This is not a lecture. It's not meant to be.
Exactly.
It's not a classroom setting. It's meant to be, you have questions about certain topics, feel free to ask them.
We've been there. We'll answer the best we can. Anything we don't know. We are certified keto coaches, so we've gone through all of the training, and we also have life experience. We are on the journey ourselves. But if we don't know something, we will find out for you. But most importantly, you have a community of people who are very interested in your success. And hopefully that will be good for you.
Yes.
So with that, I'm going to say thank you so much for joining our kickoff. And either we'll see you, I hope, on Saturday or Sunday for one or more of the sessions. So see you then.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.